All right, welcome to the Explainer. I am absolutely pumped to guide you through today's topic because we're unpacking a biological reality behind a fitness mystery that honestly frustrates millions of us. Have you ever noticed two friends hit the gym together, doing the exact same routines but getting wildly different results? Well, today we're breaking down the source material to reveal the hidden mechanics behind muscle growth, heavy lifting, and the hormonal responses that actually dictate your success. So let's dive right into this. Have you ever wondered why some people just pack on muscle effortlessly, while others completely plateau despite putting in the exact same amount of time, sweat, and effort? I mean, it's incredibly frustrating, right? Take these two hypothetical friends as an example. 6 months of grinding. They follow the exact same 6-day-a-week workout plan. They eat the exact same diet. Friend A builds this fantastic physique, looking great. Friend B, practically zero development. None. And the hidden difference between success and failure here actually isn't effort. It's not dedication. It comes down to a single, absolute game changer of a biological factor. Which brings us to section 1, the secret ingredient, testosterone. You see, testosterone is the missing link for friend B. Our sources define this as the crucial hormone explicitly required to build muscle. Look, without sufficient testosterone, even if you have a perfect diet and a flawless 6-day-a-week routine, your muscles literally will not grow. On the flip side, though, when your testosterone levels are optimally high, you can follow a totally normal, average diet and a basic workout and still yield massive, noticeable gains. It's that powerful.
All right, section 2, how heavy lifting boosts testosterone.
Now, the sources point to a really surprising fact here. Heavy compound movements act as a rapid trigger for this vital hormone. Specifically, we're talking about the deadlift. The source notes that just doing heavy deadlifts alone boosts your testosterone very quickly. But, why is that? What is the actual mechanism happening inside your body at the gym?
Well, when we break down the biomechanics, keeping your reps around 12 with light weights, that merely stimulates the muscles. That's pretty much it. But when you load up a really heavy weight where you can only manage 1 to 5 reps maximum, something entirely different happens. You literally shock your central nervous system and your entire body, forcing it to release a massive surge of testosterone. So lowering your reps to lift heavier isn't just about feeding your ego, it is mandatory for that hormonal boost. It's the core focus of today. Heavy lifting builds testosterone. Let's move to section 3, the impact of stress on hormones. The source provides this really intriguing metric for measuring your daily stress. Getting, say, 1 headache a week after school or work, that's generally considered normal or fine. But if you're getting 2 or more headaches a week, well, that indicates your body is in a state of really high stress. And here's the kicker. When stress stays high, your testosterone levels drop significantly. You are essentially canceling out all your hard-earned gym progress. No way we want that, right? So to combat this, the source recommends a remarkably simple, highly actionable technique. When you come home totally stressed out with a headache, don't just try to push through it. Try this. Step 1, place your hands gently over your eyes. Step 2, just sit completely calmly for 2 minutes. Seriously, just 2 minutes. This palming the eyes method acts as a rapid reset to relieve your daily stress, bringing your cortisol down and protecting those precious testosterone levels you worked so hard for. Moving on to section 4, the 1/3 protein rule. Now, to support all that heavy lifting and hormone production, exactly 1/3 of every single meal, we're talking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, must be dedicated to high-protein foods. Whether that's dal, soybean, eggs, chicken, or milk, hitting that 33% target is basically non-negotiable if you want rapid muscle growth. It's like the fuel your body absolutely needs. And finally, section 5, natural Ayurvedic supplements. The source actually calls out some specific red flags to watch for. If you're dealing with persistent fatigue, a low mood that just kind of drags on all day, or a total lack of energy at the gym, you might be dealing with a baseline hormonal issue. If these symptoms resonate with you, your testosterone might simply be too low naturally. Now, the source issues a very strong warning right here. They strongly advise avoiding any chemical or hormone-based steroids due to severe side effects. Instead, they lean heavily toward natural testosterone boosters, pointing out that natural options contain absolutely no chemicals and are completely non-addictive. To that end, the source details a specific AUS-approved supplement called the Mancure Polyherbal Formula.
It is packed with ancient herbs. We're talking Gokru Buddha for stamina, Talmakana for digestion, and Sufid muesli for endurance. It also features adaptogens like Vanya Kaho and Javanti to balance the body, ashwagandha, which they actually called the stress killer, and Kaunch and Udyangan bij for vitality. And the source makes a pretty significant clinical claim regarding this specific herbal blend. They state that in a clinical trial of men aged 30 to 40 with low testosterone, 80% of them showed improvement in just 3 months of using this natural formula. That's a massive majority. But it's really important to note that the original source material includes an embedded advertisement for this specific manicure supplement brand. The health and clinical claims made about it, including that 80% figure we just mentioned, have not been verified independently. It is fascinating data based on Ayurvedic traditions for sure, but we always want to view embedded ad claims with an objective, highly critical eye.
And that brings us to the end of our breakdown. We've seen the power of the 1/3 protein rule, the real danger of daily stress, and the reality of natural supplementation. But remember the absolute core takeaway from today's explainer. Heavy lifting builds testosterone. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Next time you hit the gym, will you just stimulate your muscles with high reps, or will you load up the bar and lift heavy enough to actually trigger a hormonal response? Thanks for joining me on The Explainer today, and keep learning.